Sivaya Nama Tiruchitrambalam. Welcome back to our discussion on the 9th Tirumurai. With Lord Shiva's grace, we have already concluded 28 Thiruppadikams, which is called as Thiru Isaipa. Today, we are going to start with the finale section, which is called as Thiruppallaandu, which contains almost 13 verses. Only one Thiruppadikam belongs to this particular category called as Thiruppallaandu, which is written in a way to praise Lord Shiva and also to sing his praises and to wish him. Now we may have a question, is there something that we praise Lord Shiva and wish him? So what is the objective of doing so? It's very simple. The way how we need to look at this is, when we want to praise each other, as in the souls around this world, we can't be doing that because there are so many souls around this in this world. So we can't really wish everyone good health or a peaceful life or a blissful state or whatever. So what we are trying to do is bless Lord Shiva, wish Lord Shiva, or sing his praises so that it will be transmitted to all the souls in this planet, because all the souls belongs to Lord Shiva. That is the reason why we are singing praises of Lord Shiva. He doesn't absolutely require us to, even when we scold him or we praise him, it's of no impact to him. All we are doing is, in order to praise each other, we are praising Lord Shiva, so we know even those of them who are not around us, these praises will go to them. That is the logic behind Thiruppallaandu. We are going to talk about the very first verse right now. Tiruchitrambalam. mannuga thillai valarga nam pathargal vanjagar poi agala பொன்னின் செய் மண்டபத்து உள்ளே புகுந்து புவனி எல்லாம் விளங்க அன்னநடை மடவாள் உமை கோனடியோமுக்கு அருள் புரிந்து பின்னை பிறவி அறுக்க நெறி தந்த பித்தர்க்கு பல்லாண்டு கூறுதுமே. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். This particular verse is written in such a beautiful manner. The first verse starts like this: mannuga thillai. Mannuga means when we say long live. When we praise someone, we usually say bless someone, we say long live, right? Similar to that, mannuga means long live. Long live thillai. The place called as thillai has to live for long. The reason is, it is not just the place alone that we are talking about, because this is the place the cosmic dancer is performing the beautiful dance, and the reason for that dance we all know, as based on physics, based on science, that the cosmic dance is a literal cosmic dance. The way how atoms interact with one another, the way how this entire planet is organized is based on this concept of the cosmic dancer. So he says, mannuga thillai. If not, what will happen? The entire universe will collapse. So as long as the cosmic dance is there, persistent in this world, everything else will be peaceful. And he says, the devotees have to grow, and those of them who are not devotees, or rather they are against Lord Shiva, has to move away, far and further away from thillai. When we say devotees have to grow, what kind of a growth are we talking about here? Simple way to look at it is, when we were young, we went to temples, we prayed to Lord Shiva only because we were scared. We were so scared of everything and anything. So our parents said, if you want to pass the exam, go and pray. If you want to get this job, go and pray. So we initially prayed only because of our fear. Later what happened? Now we don't have a fear, but we are praying to Lord Shiva because of the love we have on him. And is this all going to happen overnight? Obviously no. This is what we call it as the growth. So devotees have to grow, And those of them who are not devotees and someone who's devoid of the concept of Lord Shiva, or even they don't even understand and they are against it, have to go further away. This particular place called as Thillai is made of gold, not the physical gold alone, but we are able to see gold dancing inside. Lord Shiva is depicted as gold because that is the only metal which doesn't get, we all know the properties of gold. It doesn't get contaminated so fast. The more we burn it, the more it's going to glow like Lord Shiva. The more we go to him, we approach him, he is going to be the glowing factor in us. That is why Lord Shiva is dancing in this particular place. And here, he and his consort are there to bless all the devotees. Blessing means there are three things that we require. One is we should not have or accumulate further karma. All our old past karmas, which we call it as the sanchitam, has to be washed out. And whatever we are going through right now should not impact us. Good, bad, ugly, everything should be the same, which we call it as iru vinai oppu. We should not be going through any kind of a turmoil because of sadness, or we should not be jumping around because of happiness. If we are able to stay in a neutral state and be an observer of everything that is happening us, whether it is a sad event or a happy event, that is what we call it as Iruvinai Oppu. So, Agamyam should not be accumulated, Sanchitam has to be burnt down, and the experience that we are going through now, we need to take a neutral stance. If we are able to get into this state, that is where we are not going to get into this vicious cycle of birth and death. That is what the entire concept of Thillai is all about. Because according to the Tamil tradition, we say, once we worship, we go there, we visit, we worship Lord Shiva in the form of cosmic dancer, we are going to be liberated from this birth. When we say seeing Lord Shiva in the cosmic dancer form, not with the external eyesight that we have, but what we have to do is see him within us. Once we are able to see him within us, that is where we will not get into this vicious cycle of birth and death. That is what the very first verse is all about. I'll come back again with the next verse very soon. Until then, Sivaya Nama, Tiruchitrambalam.